In last class, we have seen two discrete probability distributions, binomial and Poisson distributions. Now we will see some popular continuous probability distributions: normal distribution, students t distribution, chi-square distribution, and f distribution. Today we are going to discuss this normal distribution. Data can be distributed in different ways. See here, data is equally spread. This is called uniform distribution or rectangular distribution. Here, data spread more on the right. Here, it spread more on the left side. Here, data is almost equally spread from the mean. Here, data is almost equally spread from the mean. Here it is completely jumbled. But see here, data distribution centered around mean. This is the mean value. Data is equally distributed left and right from the mean. If the distribution centered around mean and forms bell-shaped curve, it is called as normal distribution. Most of the real-world data follows normal distribution. The general form of its probability density function is f of x equal to 1 by sigma into under root of 2 phi e power minus x minus mu whole square by 2 into sigma square. Here parameter mu is the mean of the distribution and parameter sigma is the standard deviation. Student marks in a test will follow normal distribution and heights of people will follow normal distribution. Normal distributions are important in statistics and are often used in natural and social sciences to represent real-world valued random variables whose distributions are not known. The importance is particularly due to its special properties. In normal distribution, mean, median, mode will be the same and it is symmetric around the center. Means 50% of values less than mean, 50% of values greater than mean. Having normal distribution of dataset usually allows the usage of parametric tests to analyze the data. If data is normally distributed, parametric statistics possible. Parametric statistics have lots of tools and it is well developed system. But if you take the real world data, it will not perfectly normally distributed. Still, inferential statistics is powerful enough to allow for some fluctuation within the data. See here, this is the ideal normal distribution, but when you take the real world data, it is not exactly same as the ideal normal distribution. Still, you can apply inferential statistics on this data if variation is small. If the variation from normal distribution is large, statistical test cannot be applied on that data. Even if you apply, it will give you wrong results. If data is distributed like this, means variation is very large when it compared with this distribution. You cannot use parametric tests on this distribution. Even if we use, we might be end up with wrong results. We can assess the normality violation by using shape of the distribution and sample size impact due to shape of the distribution. The shape of any distribution can be described by two measures. One is kurtosis, second one skewness. Kurtosis measures the peakedness or flatness of the distribution compared with the normal distribution. Distributions that are taller or more peaked than normal distribution are termed as leptokurtic. Distributions that are flatter are called as platykurtic. Mesokurtic distributions have kurtosis of 0. Mesokurtic distributions have kurtosis of 0, matching that of the normal distribution. Means mesokurtic distributions are same as normal distribution. Data that have outliers have large kurtosis. Data without outliers have low kurtosis like this. The kurtosis of normal distribution will be 0. The rule for evaluating kurtosis: if the absolute value of kurtosis is less than the 3 times of standard error, then the kurtosis is not significantly different from that of the normal distribution. Means the distribution which have kurtosis less than this value can be considered as normal distribution. Here it is not less than, it is greater than. If kurtosis greater than 3 into standard error, it cannot be considered as normal distribution. Skewness. Skewness measures the symmetry of the distribution, or we can say it is the measure of balance of the distribution. Positive skew denotes a distribution shifted to the left, means most of values are left side. Negative skewness reflects a shift to the right. It is normal distribution curve, symmetric around the mean. Skewness means responses heavily weighted towards one end of the distribution. Simply we can say negative skewed means left tail will be longer. Positive skewed means right tail will be longer. Here this is the mode. Mean and median will be right side of the mode. In negatively skewed distribution, mode will be here and mean and median will be left side. This is the normal distribution. Here mean, median, mode will be at the same place. Income is an example for right skewed variable. Suppose this x-axis is the income, y-axis represents frequency. In India, most of the people will earn 1 lakh to suppose 3 lakhs, and there is a small group which makes 3 lakhs to 6 lakhs, and very small group that makes more than 10 lakhs or 50 lakhs. Income is a right skewed variable. If the absolute value of skewness less than 3 into standard error, then the distribution can be considered as normal distribution. If the skewness which is greater than 3 into standard error, then it cannot be considered as normal distribution. Impact due to sample size. Sample size will also impact the normality. In small samples, means less than 30, data may not follow normal distribution. The sample of size greater than 200 will follow normal distribution. Means it may not be exactly normal distribution, but variation will be very low. If the sample size is very small, then deviation from the normal distribution will be very high. If sample size increases, statistical power will increase and error will decrease.